Welcome to the Late Night Boxing Talks. What's goody, Sha? What's goody, Ivo? And yeah, man, we had a good boxing talks yesterday. I think we all vented some frustration over the sheer lack of character we see in some individuals. But we're going to keep it boxing tonight. There are some pressing subjects and a few subjects I'd like to expand upon. Subjects that I've already talked about in episodes of the relay, but I had more to say, just not enough to fill a segment. When I think about what's going on with Demetrius Andrade and how, in some ways, he is the architect of his own situation, but in other ways, he isn't. People often talk about the fights that he pulled out of, that he pulled out on the Charlo fight, and that he was supposed to be in negotiations for Sergey Derevianchenko, that he turned his nose up at an Erislandy Lara fight, and he prioritized the Jack Colquet fight. That actually happened. He did end up fighting Jack Colquet, and he didn't look good in that fight. And, I think about just these fights that people like to bring up, the ones that he didn't have. And what I ask myself is, well, had he had those fights, what did it mean to fight Jermell Charlo all those years ago? What did that mean? Fighting Sergey Derevianchenko, that didn't make Jermall Charlo a star, and he fought that guy. He did fight that guy, and it wasn't that long ago. And it's not like fighting Sergey really did anything for him. If you think about where Jermall Charlo is, he actually fought that same guy, that Demetrius Andrade, that he's supposed to be in negotiations, and he walked away. And I just wonder, well, okay, he did pull out of that fight, or at least according to Sergey's manager, he did. And if I play devil's advocate and I think about that fight, well, all right, let's say he would have had it and he would have won. That wouldn't have done anything more for him than it did for Jermall Charlo, who actually fought him. So, what are we really talking about? You think about Lara, and I get that there's a hypocrite component when it comes to the Lara thing, that you said that Lara was boring, right? And he did say that. He said he viewed Lara as a last resort, that he would rather fight Jack Colquet. He did say that. And now someone's basically saying that to you, that you're boring. So there's definitely hypocrisy there, that like basically you're kind of getting a taste of your own medicine. And I understand that. But it's just that these fights that people say that he pulled out of, they say that he pulled out of these fights as if that's the reason that he is where he is, when there are guys who actually fought those fighters and it didn't do much of anything for their careers. So is the real reason that Demetrius finds himself in this situation today, is the real reason because he didn't fight Jermell Charlo, because he didn't fight Erislandy Lara, because he didn't fight Sergey Derevianchenko? It just, that doesn't, And you look at the Zach Parker fight, I've already said my piece. I don't think that Zach Parker is an easy out. It was Steve Kim, and shout out to Steve Kim, who coaxed me to more or less give the guy a chance and give him a look before I jumped to the conclusion that, oh, well, this is just, some club level fighter. And, Steve was the one who made me think about that, because he said he thinks Zach Parker will give him hell. So that coaxed me to go and give him a look. Like, really, if Steve thinks he's going to give him hell, let me go look at this guy. And I looked at the guy, and I see what Steve sees. It like, nah, this doesn't look like it's going to be easy. It really doesn't. Factor in that Demetrius will be the network and promotional free agent, who is also the away fighter, fighting on a Frank Warren show. Victory is not guaranteed. So a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, he ducked Janibek as if he's going into an easier situation, when this situation doesn't look easy. The fight doesn't look like it's going to be easy. And the situation unto itself doesn't look like it's going to be easy. Now, granted that there's angling, but it's angling that I can understand. You fight Janibek, and let's just say you win. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you win. You get to keep the belt that nobody wants to challenge you for. Ooh. You get to stay WBO middleweight champion in a middleweight division where there are no big names. Gennady Golovkin, he don't want nothing to do with you. He's going up there to 68. Munguia's going up there to 68 to fight John Ryder in a good fight. I think it's a good fight, but he is going up there to 68. Canelo's at 68. So you'd be fighting to keep a belt at a weight where there are no marquee fighters at this time, no big names, nobody wants nothing to do with you. It's like, whereas if you go to 68 and you take this gamble because it is a gamble, you become WBO interim champion. And no, that doesn't guarantee you a Canelo fight, but there's more talent at super middleweight than middleweight. Yeah, it's a deeper talent pool up there. And there's more possible fights. If you can get yourself in position, maybe you can work something else and work something out. And also, this guy's 34 years old. I think he's about 6 feet tall, 6'1", and cutting down to 160. If you're 6'1" or 6 feet, that can't be easy. That can't be easy. Yeah, no. Andrade's career is a result of mismanagement and ego, in my opinion. It's weird, because I understand the criticisms that people have and the impatience. They're like, yo, fam, you're 34 years old, you were 2-division champion, and you don't have no signature fights. I understand, because people don't have to be patient. They don't have to understand. That's the other angle of it, that people don't have to give you the benefit of the doubt. When they're done with you, they're done with you. I understand. But I can only tell you what I think, that if I look at Zach Parker and Yanni Beck, well, Yanni Beck is not fighting the cream of the crop, I mean, I think he's a great fighter, by the way, and I think he may end up ruling the middleweight division. He may end up being that guy. I think that. But just looking at where they are now, the quality of competition you see for Yanni Beck is not dissimilar from what you see from Zach Parker, but Zach Parker actually has more fights and campaigns at a higher weight. He will have home field advantage, and I can't look at that as, oh, well, this is easier than that. No, both of them situations, it looked to me like you stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's how I look at it. So I don't really consider it a duck. Andrade doesn't have much left. He's looking for a payday, which is sad because he had a solid amateur. Yeah, he did. He had a solid amateur career, and I mean, it's just I can't look at that situation and say that, oh, this is so manageable. This is so much easier than fighting Yanni Beck. From where I'm sitting, no, it doesn't look easy. And the active ingredient in a duck is avoiding a hard fight for an easy fight. Well, this fight doesn't look easy. You won't just be fighting Zach Parker. You'll be fighting Frank Warren. You'll be fighting a hostile crowd that's there to root for Zach Parker, and you'll be fighting the judges. So is that really easier than taking on Yanni Beck? I don't think so. But that, that's just me, bro, It just is what it is. And, we'll see, because if he loses, people are going to automatically say that it's a cherry pick gone wrong. But I don't look at this as a cherry. I see a big, strong kid, unbeaten kid who doesn't know how to lose, 22-0, no losses, no draws, body puncher, so he can probably take Andrade's legs away. If he goes to the body, he can slow him down. Andrade had to go through the gears with Liam Williams, and Liam actually landed some hard shots, and he hurt Andrade in that fight. And that was at middleweight. What might happen to you at super middleweight? What might happen? Will Qatar pay for the undisputed? I mean, Danique, I'll say this much. I don't rule out the possibility that they might still want to do the fight, even if Matchroom and Anthony Joshua are involved. I don't rule out that they might want to do it. It's just that Frank said the Saudis have not put a bid in for the fight. So that's all we know right now, that they haven't put up a bid for the fight. Maybe that'll change, because it's only been a week. It's been less than a week since Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Usyk. Perhaps they're looking at the metrics of that fight and evaluating the profits and all of that different stuff. And then that maybe they'll come back with something like, okay, well, this is how we price Usyk versus Fury. I'm giving them time because I don't know. Shout out to Mel for the super stick. Appreciate that, Mel. You ain't had to do that, but I'm glad you did it. And send in more super stickers, goddammit. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I said it yesterday. I see difficulties in the situation because Fury does not have Anthony Joshua's marquee value. I don't care what Fury's fanatics have to say about it. He is not a fan-friendly, marketable fighter. We know that. There are certain things he said in the past that are still circulating here today on social media. There are certain associations that he has that would make him a hot potato for corporate sponsorship. He does not bring the value of Anthony Joshua. So when you know that, you then have to look at Usyk and say, okay, well, what value do you bring? And, I'm not trying to knock him, but he's not exactly a cash cow. The Ukrainian boxing fan, per se, is not a boxing fan that necessarily moves the needle in terms of finance and dollars. So if Usyk doesn't bring that much value to where, okay, we know that he can generate X amount of dollars, and we know that Fury, it's a different situation. That's all I'm saying. AJ is the cash cow in UK, not Fury. I mean, yeah, I don't say it to be short-sighted or anything like that, but I mean, it is reality that Usyk is an excellent fighter, perhaps one of the best I've ever seen, but that doesn't always equate to dollars. I mean, look at Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux was once the baddest dude at 122, but he was never a marquee fighter, and he actually had a signature fight, the Donaire fight, but he never turned out to be a cash cow. He was a standout amateur, a double gold medalist as an amateur, lineal Ring Magazine and Unified as a professional, but none of that equated to dollars. It's tricky. The whole thing is tricky. And given what Fury wants, because I the ballpark figure that I have in my head for what he wants, because he can't be serious that he wants $500 million. Like, bro, nobody's going to give you that. But the ballpark figure that I have in my head is, I don't know, what does this guy want, $100 million? Because the pot and because the split is a 50-50 split, if you want $100 million, that means Usyk is going to want $100 million or because of the split, 50-50 split. Well, if you get 100, he gets 100. And this is not a $200 million fight. It's not. So, let's just see how they work it out. I don't want to pretend to know all the ins and outs of this thing. I don't know. I'm just saying that what I do know is Fury is not the same draw that Anthony Joshua is. He does not, just like Drew always says, shout out to Drew, he doesn't bring corporate sponsorship into this thing. He really doesn't. He doesn't bring the same number of eyeballs into this thing. He really doesn't. So, I mean, that's going to affect the size of the pot. You better believe it. I can't say that, good guy. Fighting on a Frank Warren show as the away fighter, I don't view that as the lesser of two evils. You could easily lose that fight also. They could rob you on the cards, or you could get knocked out because this kid can fight. Zach Parker can fight. So I think that people say that because they haven't seen Zach Parker, or they're just settled in to trashing Andrade. That, oh, here goes Andrade pulling out of another fight. That's just how it feels. Looking at Zach Parker, I'm like, bro, this don't look like no easy out. That's all I'm saying. The active ingredient in a duck is avoiding a hard fight for an easy fight. And the Zach Parker, I don't know. He don't look easy to me. Maybe I'll be wrong. Shout out to Lisa. What's good, Lisa? Edwin, have you actually seen Zach Parker fight? Just answer me that. Have you seen him fight? Because if you telling me that he ducking a guy, it got to be for something easier. Otherwise, it's not a duck. And if you haven't seen that man fight, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The active ingredient in the duck is you avoid a hard fight for an easy fight. And if you haven't even seen the Zach Kid fight, then how do you say it's easy? Where do you get that it's easy? Jules, why is it that people feel like Fury versus Usyk is a modern day Gene Tooney versus Jack Dempsey? I don't know, because they're really, in terms of archetypes, they're not alike. Gene Tooney was the gentleman boxer per se, but we mean in terms of like a Hollywood type of cat. Like if you've seen pictures of Gene Tooney, this guy could have been an actor. He could have been an actor. Could have been an actor, that guy. And Jack Dempsey was the raw and rugged and gritty, no-nonsense guy. Is Fury supposed to be Jack Dempsey? Nah, fam, chill. Fury ain't Jack Dempsey, bro. Mike Kopinger says that his sources are saying they're looking to stage the undisputed fight. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. Maybe the Saudis will bankroll it. And I don't know. They'll work it out and we'll find out afterwards. That's why I don't rule out the possibility that they'll pay for it. I don't rule it out. They might. Mid duck for me, because Yanni Beck is tricky. I mean, I don't look, I'm not going to trash Yanni Beck. I'm just saying that I saw Yanni Beck with Hassan Endam, and he was struggling a little bit with the movement. He was struggling a little bit. He just kept throwing that 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, trying to chase the guy down. He looked a little bit robotic. Whereas I saw Zach Parker with a moving target in Mark Morrison, and he beat the shit out of that guy in 4 rounds. He just beat the shit out of that guy. Went to the body, dropped him in the 2nd round, caught up to him in the 4th, started unloading. Just don't look easy. Maybe they might pitch in, but Fury isn't the draw that AJ is. I mean, it's hard for me to say that Yanni Beck is the better boxer, good, because Yanni Beck has a lot less fights than Zach Parker. That means less professional experience. Parker is 22-0. Yanni Beck is like, what, 13, 14-0, something like that? He don't have a lot of fights. And their quality of competition, it's not dissimilar. It's not like Yanni Beck's been fighting way better guys than Parker. They've been fighting the same kind of guys. You fought Danny Dignam in your last fight. He fought Marcus Morrison in his last fight. No, they have. They elevated him, jump two. We have got tickets. Stop meeting in the middle of the night in lives. Nathan Ford. Shout out to Nathan Ford. Yeah, man. I remember watching Zachy Boy sometime last year, and he's decent and does rip it to the body. Yeah, like they're just, I just think people just get comfortable with certain thought processes, and they're like, they just don't want to change what they think. But I get it. I understand. I'm just saying that a big kid who's eye level to Andrade, right? Unbeaten kid, 28 years old, in his physical peak, in his physical prime, doesn't know how to lose, at least not yet. He's a body puncher, so he can take Andrade's legs away, and he fights at a fast pace. That means when he come out, it's hard and fast. I just don't really think that's easy, especially for a dude that's 34 years old, and this is going to be his first fight at a new weight. Andrade wasn't a big puncher at middleweight. He wasn't a big puncher. He wasn't a big puncher at middleweight. He's going to be a big puncher at super middleweight. Yanni Beck is a harder fight than Parker because of the power difference. But how do you know that Yanni Beck has more power than Parker? Is my question. How do you know that Yanni Beck punches harder than Parker? Parker got a bunch of knockouts like Yanni Beck. So it sounds like Dudu got his hands full either way. So think that since he is a heavier guy, he will hurt him. Andrade has shown to have stamina issues. Yanni Beck has no signature. Yeah, that's what I mean, Avo. And I'm not knocking Yanni Beck because I have a high opinion of him. But if you tell me, okay, he punches harder than Parker, what is that based on? That's all I'm asking. Like, it's not being combative. I'm saying, like, where do you get that he's a harder puncher than a guy who's up there at 168 knocking people out? I've been missing all the lives, but I need to be here in. Yeah, like, I don't know. People just want to say what they want to say, and it just is what it is. I can only tell you what I think. And I can't say I look at it as a duck. Yeah, let me stay at middleweight and fight Yanni Beck because 5 people think he can beat me. And then if I beat him, what do I get? What do I get? Oh, I get to keep the belt that nobody wanted to unify with me. I get to keep it in a division where there are no big fights. I just think people don't want to understand. It is what it is. No, I don't think that. Hassan Endam was finished, bro. For telling me that he beat Hassan Endam, okay, Zach Parker beat the Vaughn guy. The Vince Vaughn or Antoine Vaughn, whatever his name is. Like that shit don't make sense to me. Yeah, let me fight to keep this belt for this little bit of money, right? Because Top Rank is not gonna pay this man a fuck ton of money to fight Yanni Beck. Let me fight to keep this little belt just so that I can end up moving anyway. Because if I beat Yanni Beck, what am I gonna do after that? There's nobody to fight at middleweight. Munguia's going to 68. Canelo's at 68. Golovkin's going to 68. It's like, what? Why would I be fighting to stay here? Oh, I seen that. I got a segment about that coming up, Smokey. That's why I'm not going to talk about it on this live. I got a segment about that coming up. I do think it shows a lack of character. I don't know what the point of it is. I said that on Twitter. I don't really know what the point of him doing that is. But I don't really give a shit either because it's the hurt business, bro. Talk your shit while you can. That's all. Talk your shit while you can. I just hope we don't have to hear no bullshit after Cambosos. That's all I'm saying. I think Andrade did take the Mel fight and beat him, and I think he could have got the Maul fight, but that's what I think. Could be wrong. I'm saying that if he would have fought Mel back then, right? Let's say he didn't pull out. Who the fuck was talking about Jermel Charlo 2013, 2014? Who? No one. You would have fought that dude. You would have beat that dude, right? Let's say that he would have won. Let's just hypothesize. Okay, that would have been like when Jermel beat Lubin. Did that make Jermel a superstar? No. So what do we... Justice for Johnny Beck. I was goody, Candace. I got Wood versus Lara being a stop by either fighter. Sometime in... Yo, look, man, Mauricio Lara hit like a fucking truck, bro. The only chance that Mauricio that Wood has is box, bro. Box. Let him come at you and throw his shit and counter that shit. Because if you try to go toe to toe with that man, you gonna get knocked out. Motherfucking Mick Conlon puts you on your ass. And Mick Conlon, God bless him, he's a great boxer, but he's not known as a power puncher. And he puts you on your ass early. If Mauricio hits you, how Mick hits you, you not getting up. So you got to, don't engage him. Move and punch. Because you know he throw wide-ass shots. It's a lot of space in the shot. Counter. And see if you can't test that chin. Mel says, what's your prediction for Haney Loma? Let me see how Loma looks with Ortiz first. If Loma looks with Ortiz, how he looked with Comey, how he looked with Nakatani, that's all I'm going to say. If he come back and he can look like that, he can keep looking like that, he got the right style for Haney. Lara hits like a fucking Ford Bronco, bro. That's why they call him that. El Bronco, Bronco Lara. That dude hit like a fucking mule, bro. Remember? He hit the dude so hard the last time. He hit Emilio Estevez so hard the last time. The goddamn referee fell down. That's how hard he hit. He hit the dude so hard, the ref fell down. Charlo did his undisputed fight in the tennis court. He is not a draw. And can't argue with you, you know. I like Jermel. That's the only one of the Charlo brothers I do like. But, you know, he's not a draw. Like, nah, he's not. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Loma is going to stop Devin to the body. I don't see it as a hard style. I think the better question, young Isan, is do you believe that Devin will take the fight? That's the question that I have because I don't really like the energy from Bill right now. I normally I'm a big fan of just that father and son dynamic that they have. I was actually cheering when Bill got off the plane in Australia and they let him in the country so that he could be by his son's side in his biggest moment. I thought that was a beautiful thing, but I don't really like the energy that I'm seeing right now. Like the shit you doing, you ain't got to do none of that corny shit, bro. You don't have to do that. And you know, Actual was goody, bro. I don't like that. Like the energy that I'm seeing. Like, don't go doing the rounds on LDBC channels talking cash shit so that he can move up after George. Cause that's some sucker shit. Like, all right, if you wasn't gonna fight him, then don't act like you was gonna fight him. Cause he said a lot of shit. And I don't want to get into it now because I already did a segment. Like the next episode of the relay is already done. I just got to put the finishing touches on it. And I was talking about it. And the main thing for me is, look, don't talk all that shit and then don't fight this guy. Because you talking shit like, yeah, we gonna get him, white Jesus and all this stuff. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Whatever. It's trash talk. I don't care. But please let it be trash talk for a fight. That's all I'm saying. Don't talk that cash shit. I mean, look, a lot of these guys, I'll say this much. I think that the fighters, they make the mistake. They make the mistake of thinking that aligning themselves with certain shit is going to get them more fans, or that they're actually talking to the paying customers in the boxing community. And when you align yourself with that clique in the YouTube boxing community, what I think Bill doesn't understand, or Wilder, who also aligned himself with them, what they don't understand is you not talking to the consumers, the people that pay for boxing for pay-per-views. That's not them. But to each his own. Whatever make you feel real. If you like you thinking, you looking at the metrics on a social media platform and you're thinking, oh well, a channel has, let's say, 100,000 subscribers and their metrics are very good. Maybe they get 10,000 views a video, or maybe they get more than that. Maybe they get 100,000, right? But that click literally does not represent the paying customers in boxing. So if your aim is to pander to them in the hopes that it will translate into dollars, oh, that's an exercise in futility. Because if that clique were able to get fighters to that point where they make that kind of money, the Charlo pay-per-view would have done well, but it didn't. The the PBC Ruiz versus Areola pay-per-view, that didn't sell shit. Ortiz versus Martin, that didn't sell shit. Thurman versus Barrios, that didn't sell shit. Javante Davis has been on pay-per-view 4 times. He still hasn't cracked 300,000 buys. So, hey, whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever makes you feel real. You know what I mean? How's the Nerf gun fun? Oh, I mean, how's the. Nah, I mean, like, Isan is betting on Golovkin due to sentiment and sympathy. But I said it after the second fight. Really, I said it after the Derevyanchenko fight that if he's ever opposite the ring, Canelo again, if he's ever opposite the ring again, he's gonna get stopped. I've been saying it since the Sergey fight. I just don't like Golovkin's reaction time anymore. He got hit a lot in that last fight, and that was with Murata. That was with a Murata that hadn't even fought in a while, and he was touching you, and he doesn't have the speed and the sharpness and the bad intentions of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, Canelo is coming off a loss. He is frustrated. He already doesn't like you. You're a nuisance to him. He's annoyed by you, and he wants to make a statement and remind people who he is. And you're fucking 40. So I mean, supposedly, according to Brendan Taylor of True School Sports Country, according to Brendan Taylor, the fight is made and an official announcement is pending. That's what Brendan Taylor says. We'll see if it checks out. Jules, who do you think could be the next pay-per-view star? There are a few people. I think Bam Rodriguez could possibly, because he's exciting and he's very young and very skilled, so he can be groomed into a pay-per-view fighter. I believe that Virgil Ortiz also has the ingredients to become a pay-per-view fighter. A part of me feels like Munguia because he's very young. He has a lot of fights, And Golden Boy has made a pay-per-view star before that they groomed from the ground up. And I feel like Munguia, there's a chance, you know. This guy better not be selling us dreams. No, that's what Brendan Taylor said, bro. Brendan Taylor posted it to his own channel. He said that he got word from the grapevine. The fight is made, it's done, and they're going to announce it soon. Is Andrade versus Parker even signed, or did he duck Yanibek? Andrade versus Parker was ordered yesterday. Zach Parker literally has to fight him as is mandatory for his interim. That was yesterday. They got ordered. That got ordered. Tank is a cash cow among the world star hip hop crowd, much like AB was. Yes, he will sell out ATL arenas, but that's where he's limited to. Tank couldn't sell out MSG and near his I mean that's the best way to describe it. He's a niche. He has a niche audience that it's local and there's a cap. And because he actually has the ability to cross over if they willing to put him in there in a real fight. But they don't want to put him in there in a real fight. One, because he's all they got. Two, because you're going to have to pay the opponent something substantial. You know, these guys ain't going to fight for peanuts like Rolly or Isaac Cruz. They ain't going to fight for peanuts. And three, the political issues that, okay, if you the A side, the cash cow, whatever, bro, that means you got to pay somebody enough to cross over to your side. And y'all don't want to do that. Y'all just want to keep fighting these people that don't nobody even watch their ass. So it is what it is. Your channel, Jamie Punch Perfect, G-Man Chan are the ones I watch. No bias fanboying, just straight real box. I appreciate that, bro. There is a chance that Andrade, yeah, that's what I've been saying, country. He could lose this fight. I don't know. If you haven't seen Zach Parker, right? That's all. And I'm not trying to sell him to you. I'm saying I've seen him. And based on what I've seen, there's a chance Andrade loses this fight. Why they hype Boots up so much? He's not a draw. Because Boots shows a lot of good things. He's got good size for a welterweight to where he could eventually move up the junior middle. He's ambidextrous. He could lead with the left hand. He could lead with the right hand. He could switch because he's a switch hitter. He punches really hard, and he seems to have good punch placement. So, you know, that's why they hype him. He's not a draw. He's not a draw, not yet. Hasn't really had a signature fight yet. But that's why they hype him, because he shows that he has a high ceiling, but you know, you got to get this guy's signature fight. You need to get him a Thurman or somebody, because the people you fighting ain't gonna make you a star. You know what I mean? Like, they not. Like, he shows all the good things that you want to see in a prospect. He shows all the good things. What he need now is a signature fight. And until they get him that, it's really just gonna be more of the same. Like, you need a signature fight, bro. Tank is fighting O'Hara Davies at 140 next. That's what I want him to do. Sacrifice Keith Thurman. I don't blame you. Morrison got hit so hard, my boy went cowabunga. Yo, he beat the shit out of Mark Morrison, bro. He beat the shit out that dude. Why is Benavidez still with PBC? I don't think he could leave, Joey. He tried to leave before. You don't remember 3 years ago? He tried to leave before. And they made him give Top Rank back the cash advance. Top Rank gave him a cash advance of a few $100,000. He was trying to go to Top Rank, and they pulled him back. I don't think he can leave. I don't think he can leave. So, and I think that's the situation for a lot of those fighters over there. I don't think a lot of fighters over there. I don't actually think they have the autonomy to leave. I don't think they can. When do you think? Yo, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. The way I see it, if Brendan Taylor, shout out to Brendan Taylor of True School Sports, if his news checks out and this fight is made and it happens before this year is out, right? Whoever the winner is, they're going to go up to 54. Whoever the winner is, whether it's Spencer Crawford. The IBF title goes vacant. and Boots will fight for it. And that's how he'll become a champion. I do not anticipate that the winner of this fight fights Jaron Boots Ennis. There's no money in it. Crawford, who I think is going to win, he said that he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. Coincidentally, Jermell Charlo is not leaving junior middleweight yet. So maybe he'll still be there next year to take on Terrence Crawford in another PBC pay-per-view. Oh, that's not true, Combat Sports Media. Don't forget Manny Pacquiao. Remember where he started out at. Don't forget that. This is a different era of boxing. The business model PBC established wasn't sustainable. Junito and Bam. Oh, Junto. Ooh. That's hard, bro. Like, I'm like, Junto hit hard as shit, and he's accurate, and he's big for flyweight. Like, he's really big for flyweight. Like, he definitely could go up to superfly, but he could even go up to bantam. He could go up to bantam because he's big. I don't know, bro. That's a good ass fight. Hotel California. Yeah, man. Jules, soccer will overtake the NFL and NBA. Times are changing. Soccer already overtook the NFL and the NBA globally. You know, it's already a bigger sport. It was always a bigger sport than the NBA and than the NFL. But it wasn't a bigger sport in America. And do I think soccer is going to overtake it in America? No, it won't. It won't. There is still time for Naoya Inoue to get exposed to the U.S. Yeah, but for what? They brought him here. They didn't do anything with him. If I'm Naoya Inoue and I know that all I got to do is fight in Japan and get my money, then I'm going to fight in Japan and get my money. If you want to come see me, come see me. Unless you're going to offer me some big money to come to you, you need to come see me because I'm the money and you not. I'm the money. The only one around 118 and 122 that really be getting paid is me, not y'all. So if you want me, come and get me. If you ain't hot on the USA, then you ain't no pay-per-view star. That's bullshit. Anthony Joshua's not big in the USA, but he makes more money than everybody in the USA. The fuck? Who the fuck in the USA is getting $75 million? Not even. He got $119 million this past Saturday. Them Champions League viewership numbers are always bigger than NFL Super Bowl viewerships. I mean, maybe globally, but I don't know. I don't know that soccer will ever overtake. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Joshua sell pay-per-views in the UK. How you Combat Sports Media and you don't know that? What kind of media are you? The dude's fight on Saturday was literally a pay-per-view in the UK. Do you think that America's the only place that does pay-per-views? My guy, he broke 1 million pay-per-view buys with Klitschko. He broke 1 million with Joseph Parker. Fam, like, how are you media? You're not fucking media if you don't know that, bro. You're not real media, bro. What kind of media personality doesn't know that Joshua broke records? He broke pay-per-view records in the UK. You're not media, bro. You are a fan that called yourself media. Appreciate the super sticker, Al Money. They can build up boxing with new Latinos coming over. That's why I mentioned Bam. That's why I mentioned Bam, because I think that Bam, because of how he fights and because he's so young, you could really like, yo, he got star quality, yo. Yo, I don't know what combat sport is. I just know that, fam, you not media. Whatever you are, you not media. Everybody attaches media to their name these days. I'm like, fam, like, you not a journalist, because if you were a journalist, you would know that Anthony Joshua has already broken pay-per-view records. Like, he literally broke pay-per-view records. You understand that 10 million people in Germany tuned in to see him fight Klitschko. His numbers in America for the Klitschko fight on HBO were better than primetime numbers for a boxing match here today and on Showtime. If he wasn't a star, right? Why did Showtime and HBO pay to show his fight if he wasn't a star? Like, there's silliness, bro. And I'm old. Come on now. Like, if you media, you supposed to know that. I'm not supposed to be the one that tell you. If you media, you supposed to know that. You think Bam fighting at the smaller? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't think it's gonna matter because Bam is so fun to watch. It really doesn't matter that he's a super fly. He's just so fun to watch that if he develops that organic following con los Chicano and the people in the Southwest, it don't matter, bro. Money is money. What? Fury is not a lineal champ. Stop it, Jay. When did I say he was a lineal champ, fam? I said he's not lineal. I said Usyk is lineal. What are you even talking? I didn't even mention Fury this whole live. Jules, I've seen Canelo versus Triple G coverage on Telemundo and Univision. No, it's Joey. Joey, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what's wrong with people that they like to lie about shit, but I've been saying it the whole time, bro. Esa pelea is gonna do numbers just because of when it's happening. It's happening during a Mexican holiday. It's a fight that everybody knows. Si Canelo could sell 800,000 con un güero that nobody knows, and he could sell 600,000 con un ruso that nobody knows. You don't think he's gonna sell a bunch of pay-per-views with Golovkin? Trust me, bro. That shit is gonna do numbers, bro. Trust me, it's gonna do numbers. Give him time. Give him time, Martin. Give him time. In Bam's last fight, you can see. That's what I said. If you looked out in the crowd of Bam's last fight, it was a lot of people there, bro. It was a lot. And that was for a super flyweight. And it was mad people in that shit to see a super flyweight. Julian, can you remember AJ sold out Cardiff Stadium when he didn't have an opponent because Pulev pulled out? He sold 70,000 out. Yeah, with Takam. That was with Takam. That was with Carlos Takam. That Pulev got injured. The IBF ordered Pulev versus Joshua, but Pulev got injured. They had to pull him out. So Takam was the next man in line, and he did numbers with Takam. He did numbers with Povetkin. It's crazy to me that Americans go like this and like this when you know what makes a star? The amount of money they generate. Whether you in the UK or the US or wherever, what makes you a star, believe it or not, is the money you generate. And this man got paid $119 million coming off a loss. Please show me a homegrown American fighter that's getting paid $119 million coming off a loss. You got motherfuckers with unbeaten records ain't getting half that, ain't getting a quarter of that. Shout out to Chris Price. I appreciate that. Fam, the reason people care about that is because that's what determines what fights happen. This altruistic view that purses don't get talked about in sports or revenue doesn't get talked about in sports. Listen, fam, I grew up in barbershops. In every barbershop in America, they talk about the contracts, they talk about the purses, and yeah, that's normal, bro. That's normal. I mean, I heard you say it that those little guys don't draw as much, but I believe you. Time will tell. Yeah, I said in the past, right? In the past, especially in America, in the past, Americans didn't watch flyweights. They didn't watch super flyweights. They didn't watch bantamweights like that. They didn't. And some still don't. Some don't. but it's changing because you have major platforms now that have these smaller fighters headlining. They're not just undercard fighters anymore. Bam headlined. Chocolatito headlined. His fight with Estrada, that was a headline. So the difference between now and then is these smaller fighters at smaller weights, they're not just decorative fights. They're not just on the undercard of a show. They're actually making these guys headliners. And that's the difference between now and before. Who do y'all think is better, pound for pound, Bam or Fulton? I don't have either of them on the pound for pound. I don't have either of them on the pound for pound. Not yet. Everyone critical of Canelo versus Triple G, but will still watch. Exactly. Yo, whoever fights AJ, they love when they say rematch clause. Hey, people have 2 fights with AJ and they're set for life. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Like, I want him to fight Otto Verleen. That's what makes sense to me. I'm going to say it again. That's the fight that make the most sense to me. I think I seen Eddie Hearn say something about Dillian White, but I don't need to see that again. I don't need to see that again. You need to show the world something they haven't seen yet. And Otto Verleen went in there with Tyson Fury and went the distance. He went 12 rounds with him. Now, you just fought a southpaw, but Otto ain't motherfucking Usyk. You can take him. You can beat him. You should fight Otto. Bro, JBN, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, to be real with you. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't like people acting like Canelo can't draw. I don't know what's going on. But shit, I'm about to open up the shit to the panel. And y'all let each other talk. And listen, let me say this. If you in the boiler room at your job, if you in the boiler room or you on the highway, we don't want to hear that shit. I'm just letting you know, like that. All them fucked up mic situations, please. Hey, what's goody, Avo?
What's good?
Ain't shit, yo. We out here. We out here.
What's good, fellas?
Ain't shit. You know, same old shit.
What's good, fellas? AJ, Evo, Jules.
Country, Evo.
What's up, country? How you doing?
I just had to. I see. There go one. Somebody got a fucked up mic. Fix it.
Come on, bro.
Fix it.
What's up, country? How you doing?
Done.
That ain't me.
Yeah, that might be Richard.
It was me.
It was country over.
It was me.
Damn, what up, Julius? What up, Julius? Ready to see King Nello knock out that old man to the dirt?
Yo, I don't know why people fronting like that fight is not gonna do money, Polo. Like I don't like.
Bro, like these people don't understand. When he fought Travis, people literally, I was in Vegas, rich motherfuckers and people that like were at the fight. Like they don't understand. Like no matter if he wins or loses, and like you said, like he's still gonna draw. Like I don't understand. Like it's just like you said, bro. I don't know if I noticed this, bro, but even since I watched boxing, anytime there's a draw that's not American, when it was Pacquiao, when it was him, when it was like
they hate on him, bro.
Problem. They do it like fam. Like stop. My man's fought in the Madison Square Garden, sold that shit out. But literally at the Staples Center, sold that shit out. It's like, God, like just why don't we just enjoy boxing?
It's that, tú sabes lo que let me say this. Esta gente son estúpidas porque este tipo, he got 70. They'll tell you that nobody watches the Zone, right? And that Matchroom doesn't know how to promote in America. My God, 70,000 people showed up to see him fight.
Yeah.
Billy Joe Saunders.
And imagine, Jules, like the thing is, Billy Joe has a fan base, whether or not them UK guys support. Shout out to them. If there was no COVID pandemic show event,
they would have came over. They would have came over.
They would have done 100. Yeah,
bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all don't even got to talk about Billy Joe Saunders, man. Just look at his last fight against Beevil, man. Nobody people became such fucking hardcore Beevil fans after the matter happened. But beforehand, no one and their mother knew about Bivol. No one gave a shit about the light heavyweight division. Respect.
I mean,
a
Evo,
select
he was
few.
the underdog. He was the underdog.
Only
in that
me,
fight.
and that's because I'm from fucking Kyrgyzstan. Like
Bro,
Bevo. Only I knew.
I
Hey, to
remember.
be fair, I don't know if that's true. I guess people were a fan of him, but that didn't really show because it's like it was just like what it seemed. If you look closer, one guy was in a bigger division. It's like it kind of did, but I'm saying he did get more
Bro.
fans. Of course,
Let me tell you something, man. It's the exact same shit with the cruiserweight that he was supposed to fight.
Makabu.
Makabu. Bro, let me ask you an honest question. Who knew Makabu? Okay, a better question. Who knew
Nobody.
who knew that he worked for Don King?
I knew. Bro, I knew.
But you're an interplanetary Capricorn from the 15 fucking Nebulon or whatever the fuck you're from.
That's
So
true.
like,
That is true.
Nobody.
no, but I knew of a Makabu
it's a I said a hyperbole. It was just like it's a joke. Most people did not know who Makabu was. Most people did not know who Beevil was. I'm talking about the general like.
I get that, but let me say this, because this is why I like the UK fight fans a lot. They know enough that they will look at the shit and they knew. It's like I didn't see UK guys talking that goofy shit. It was really only Americans. It was really only Americans talking that dumb shit. The people in the UK knew about Bivol. They knew about that guy, and I didn't see them saying all that silly shit.
I mean, like I recall during the fight week, everybody was a lot of pros and experts were picking Canelo to beat Bivol.
Bro, I fucking picked.
But you gotta understand. But bro, you gotta understand. Canelo was. I mean, he had it like he was on the streak. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's picking Bivol to beat Zurdo, so it's like it happens all the time. You know.
Well, I mean, Jules, I know you
He
picked
had a really
Canelo.
big aura around him.
I know you picked Canelo. I mean, shit, so did I. But leading up to the fight, we all acknowledged that it can go either way. Don't sleep on Bivol.
Let me champ the shit because one, I got to shout out my man Boxing Gems for the super chat. I appreciate that. And two, I said I'm happier with the Bivol fight because I feel Canelo stands a better chance of losing. So it's a better fight. It's more intriguing. With Charlo, I called him Cherry Charlo. Like for Canelo at this point, picking Charlo would be picking a cherry, you know?
That's a
mismatch, bro. Like,
Charlo has no belt. He would just have the name, but it's like
exactly.
We already
no money. Not even that much of a name.
Charlo's hardest fight is against his wife in court, bro. It's not in the ring.
Let me champ the shit. Let me champ the shit because Chris Price just asked me, did I see the video? And I did. And what she said is compelling because she said that he's never going to box again. That's what she said. Yeah. Does she know something that we don't know?
I mean, I'd assume it's his wife.
Right?
Well, if he doesn't box again, what the hell is he going to do?
Well, is he really injured is my question. Because remember, they said he has a back injury or some shit?
I never believed that. I never believed that.
Hey, Ray, shout out to Montiel. Shout out to Montiel.
No shit. Yeah, let me find out Montiel retired Charlo.
Yep.
Let me find out.
I mean, going 12 with Montiel, that's supposed to get you a Canelo fight, right?
That was a showcase fight. That what people don't understand.
I thought he was going to knock that guy out.
It's too many people talking at the same time. Y'all gotta let each other talk.
Given the state of Jermall Charlo at this point and the way he's been looking when he hid behind security, he hasn't been fighting. He got denied in Denny's.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you supposed to say to that, Polo? What are you supposed to say to all that?
His mind ain't right.
It's bullshit. He's a bullshitter. I always said what it is. He's not what this guy. I don't understand. Like, he's not this all-time great middleweight. Like, the thing is, when people bring like, but it's like, bro, you can only fight who has the belts, and you can only beat the names that put in the work. Like, ultimately, he'll get that name on his resume. It won't really be much because we've seen where he's going. We've seen him struggle with less competition. We've seen him, fucking get jabbed up by
COVID. En español, Polo, ese tipo una mierda, una plata de mierda.
Es una mierda. He's just like, bro, you call yourself a future of boxing. You're 32 years old. You never You've never actually beat more than 2 champions. Like, come on now. Like, Bam,
see,
Joe Charlo with
Let me
Austin
go to
Trout.
JBN. Let me go to JBN. JBN, dilo en español. Ese tipo una mierda, men, que lo que.
Man, Charlo no vale verga, bro.
Una
Nadie
basura.
aquí en Texas
Bro,
conoce ese güey, bro. Nadie en Texas conoce ese güey, bro. Nobody.
bro, I got Rick, I got Uskatiki beating his ass right now. If he went up to 168, I pick Usagi to beat him.
Bro, that's if he
I
doesn't
agree with
fucking.
you.
Bro, that's if he doesn't fucking retire. Let me go to Good Guy Wins. Good Guy Wins. What do you think about Jermo Charlo, man? Just how do you evaluate Jermo Charlo's career so far?
Via his brother, there's only one Charlo. It's Mel.
That's
how
it.
That's how I evaluate
The real
his
Charlo.
Yep.
That's it.
Yo, Ring, and people try to use this narrative that they're twins. What's much of a difference? What are you
Mierda.
talking about? We've seen one brothers that we could clearly see one is more skillful, one is actually, focus, has better names, and the other one is just he lost it. Like, I don't know what the guy's gonna do with his career, bro. Like,
You see, this is where you guys are all wrong. You see, I know what Jermall Charlo's future is. It's pretty evident. He's going to change his name to Jermel. Okay, he's going to kill his brother and take his identity. That way he'll live on his brother's hype.
You never fucking know, bro. Shit
You
happens.
don't know with how stupid Charlo is. Shit.
But there's a downfall to that plan. He'll never fight.
Well, I mean, yeah, but hey, look, at least his brother has something on his resume. I can't think of Charlo's last legit fight. Oh,
listen, if you really look, and I'm not saying it because I like him. This is why I like this dude, right? If you look at Jermel Charlo's resume, it's not a lot missing, bro. It really ain't. Trout, Jackson, Lubin, Rosario, motherfucking. He also fought Rosado. He fought Gabe Rosado.
Yeah,
Harrison.
Like, bro, he fought damn near everybody that was there to be fought. Now, it's a new wave of guys coming through, but I wouldn't blame him if he move up because it's like, well, if I stick around, I ain't never gonna leave. If I stick around, so I wouldn't be mad if he moved up. But I think he's gonna stay. But no, pero también. Espera. I think he's gonna stay for the winner of Spence versus Crawford because if Crawford wins, that's another pay-per-view.
You really do.
No. I thought you're talking about the brother. I thought you're talking about the 160 one. I'm like, nah, bro.
No, nadie quiere hablar ese tipo, man. Nadie quiere hablar ese tipo. Like, what is he about to do? Nobody even knows, bro.
He's about to go 12. He's about to go 12 rounds to the legal system. That's what he's about to do.
Yeah, like nobody even knows that fucking dude, bro.
12 rounds with the bottle.
Napoli says one has more ambition and cares more about legacy. The other is Jermall Charlo. I said it better myself.
Let's go over Jamal's resume. Let's see. We got.
Bro, look. What's Jamal's resume? Let me tell you something. He knocked out Julian Williams, and motherfuckers really lived off of that for 3 years because he knocked out Julian Williams. Cause
he fought Devyachenko. That's about it.
Yeah, but he was coming off a loss though.
Yeah, but it's still a name on his resume. Andre doesn't even have that.
We got Korobov, we got Adams, we got Hogan.
Bro, listen. I don't got nothing against Sergey, but I honestly feel like he's a hard luck case because that victory is aging like cheese. Didn't he just lose to Adames?
But Jules, here's the problem. Okay, Jules,
154 that was coming up.
Let me steal Jules' terminology and say, let me champ this shit. Here's the thing, though. That's at least the name on his resume. That's better than his contemporary Andrade. Andrade doesn't have a signature fight. You could make the case that Devyachenko is his quote-unquote signature fight.
Listen, let me put it to you another way. The name of Sulietsky is tantamount to Sergey.
Hey, Von Martirosyan. That's the thing with that Devyachenko win. You got to look at it. He was coming off a war against Triple G. He took a beating in that fight, even though
he got dropped in that fight, bro.
Yeah, he almost got stopped multiple times Jules, coming off the layup.
The same people. Martin Gonzalez is saying that these are biased facts. I'd like to know how they're biased.
I mean, he could join the panel.
Wait. How can you say a fact is biased? You know you're contradicting yourself, buddy.
I'll post the link for him. Charlo last fighter finna box soon, and not him. Sad, yeah, bro. I mean, but look, when he pulled out of when he pulled out of the Sulietsky fight, you didn't hear me say that. I'm like, yo, I would be surprised if he boxes this year. I would be surprised. And where are we now? We're in August, going into September. There's only 4 months left, really, right? September, October, November, and December.
I don't think he's fighting.
He might not fight the whole year, bro.
Ring. I got Charles' next opponent. November 5th at the Armory. Pay-per-view, 16.99. Alfredo, the dog Angulo. Alfredo
Don't be
Angulo.
surprised. No, but didn't they say that there's supposed to be a blackout? There's supposed to be a blackout where the PBC doesn't have any shows, and I think it's didn't they say it was October or September or October? One of those months.
September.
3 months or something.
September. The whole month of September, they don't have a show until October 8th with Pandora.
Okay.
It's in September.
Yo, Polo. Let me holler at you right quick.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I had a look at Lopez last night, man. That dude is nice. And Josh might be
he's
for
fighting.
it.
I was just talking to bro.
Yeah.
I guess
What
You
about
talking about Josh Warrington, right?
Yeah, I was talking to
bro. He's gonna lose. He's gonna get stopped.
I can't wait for Navarrete Lopez. I guess Lopez told me he's waiting for the IBF to mandate it, and then he's gonna go to the UK because obviously he knows what's up. And I guess when he beats Warrington, he's trying to make him president, so he wants to unify with Navarrete. So I'm like, he better put on a beating.
That's the same Lopez that beat the shit out of Gabe Flores, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and
he's gonna beat the shit out of Josh Warrington, bro.
I like Lopez. He's nice. He's nice.
Yeah, he's gonna beat. And I just seen Lopez in. Was that the last fight that he had? The Flores fight?
Yeah, it was.
No.
He just fought on
the undercard. He fought on the undercard on Navarrete Baez.
He's just fighting two busy fights.
Oh yeah, Jules. He dropped Vargas with a body shot, man, to the liver, man. He
already won the fight.
Yeah, 2 rounds. That's all it took.
Oh shit! See, I didn't even fucking know. Yo, bro, he's gonna beat the shit out of Josh Warrington, bro. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. Pero, you know what might happen? Eddie Hearn might, porque él no está con Top Rank, porque I don't know if he's with Top Rank.
Lopez is with Top Rank.
He's with them? He's with them, like they have him.
Yep, they got him.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
Yep.
He's gonna go to the UK though, so that's why he said. I don't know if you've seen the press the interview. He said, "Warrington, I'm coming for you," and it's just he's looked at the camera, and I'm like, "Yo, listen."
I'm gonna tell you what, bro. If Warrington's smart, not that I like the fight. I don't give a shit. But if I'm Warrington, bro, I drop that belt and I fight McConlin.
Again,
I don't give a shit, bro.
Drop it again.
I drop that belt and go fight McConlin for no belt, bro. Fuck that shit. Like,
if Warrington takes the fight, I'll give him credit. What I thought was gonna happen was he was gonna drop it, and they were gonna have Lara versus Lopez for the vacant title on the Triple G undercard. But I'm like, fuck, motherfucker, you kept the belt.
Lara probably gonna fucking knock out Lee Wood. And Lopez, Lopez probably gonna knock out. This kid just got his jaw broke too. You know that, right, Josh Warrington? Kiko broke his fucking jaw.
Hey, Jules. Rory Johnson says if you scan the barcode that is Josh Warrington's hairline, you'll get a 20% discount on tickets for his next fight.
Oh no,
that's funny,
bro. Josh
Keith Thurman had a great hairline though.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Bro. Then we got Ray Vargas versus Leo Santa Cruz. Jules, what you think about the fight? I knew you picked
Ray Vargas, bro. Ray Vargas on points for me.
Yeah, I got Vargas too.
Hey, is Ray Vargas?
No te la pierda. Leo Santa Cruz has not made featherweight in 3.5 years, bro. Ese tipo se va a matarse to make that fucking weight, bro.
I think Ray's too big. Ray's too big as well. He's too big.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. I've been telling people already. I'm like, now they see with my son. He took Mark is not trash. That dude can punch, and he beat him at his game. So I'm telling you, la
otra cosa que Leo Santa Cruz was never a big puncher. Not at featherweight. He wasn't a big. He was a volume puncher, but he was not like knocking motherfuckers out. Nah,
he wasn't even a big puncher at bantamweight.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He stopped. He stopped the cover. I think he stopped Victor Terrazas. He stopped. He
got the WBC from Terrazas. He could punch at 22, but not at 26 though. Not at 26.
Yeah, he hasn't. All I know is if Abner Mars was good, we can see a third fight. Abner versus Leo, man. trilogy.
Oh my God! Please no, please
Bro,
no.
I think Miles was nice with it though. I was watching some more videos.
Yo,
I'm like,
that
holy
dude
shit!
has one eye, bro. That dude has one eyeball,
Yeah,
bro.
Now,
that's
Jules,
bad,
let me run this by you. Use your Capricorn powers right quick. So, to bring it back, Abner Mares. Why do you think that could be Tank's next opponent?
Could be Gary Russell. Could be for Mark Magsayo. Could be for a lot of people at or around that weight.
If he wins, which I don't know.
The
if
thing
will.
is, we all think it's for Tank, right? We all think, and it could be. But where is Tank right now? He's at 35. So is Abner going to go all the way up to 35?
It's not
Little
gonna
guy
be
Abner, he ain't gonna
Coming back
go
to
up
Super
there.
Feather?
It's not for
30?
Tank. It's not for Tank. I could see it being for Hector Luis Garcia or Chris Colbert or Gary Russell.
Pero
I
Hector
can
no
see
está
Chris
con
Colbert.
Golden Boy. Hector is a Golden Boy fighter, bro.
No, he's not. He's with PBC. That was
Ah,
last year.
mierda, coño.
What?
Ah.
Oh shit!
Julius, we count Ray Vargas as a Golden Boy fighter, so if he beats Leo, we can count that, or because Golden Boy's the one that brought Ray Vargas up.
No, yeah, they're the one that made him, bro. They're the one that fucking made him. Cap Mall is the Jermel. Cap Mall is the Jermel with Tommy Fumbles is the Lyson Fury. Wouldn't be surprised if we found out Jermel was the older twin all along. Nothing was surprised me anymore.
Jeez.
Come on!
But I'm gonna tell you what. I feel like they brought back Abner. Maybe it's for Gary, bro. Because it's like, fam, Davis ain't coming back down to 30. And where's Abner's next fight? Ain't it at 30 or 26?
26, I think. 26.
Yeah, so it got to be for Gary or somebody.
That's
bro.
bad all the way around, though, man.
But Gary's injured though. Like what I heard from Gary is he doesn't have said anything about coming back. Remember, he got that shoulder surgery.
No, pero para el año que viene estoy diciendo, para el año que viene. Because he only fights once a year, bro. Ya eso se sabe. So if
to be fair, it was Leo and him holding up the division. We were like, bro, he fought once a year. He didn't want to, fight with nobody.
Los dos. They fucked up featherweight. They fucked up featherweight for years, bro. For fucking years. By me, if they brought back Abner, it's either for Mark Magsayo or for Gary. And I'm kind of leaning towards Mark because él es más jovencito and he got Filipino fans. They trying to get that Filipino action.
He can punch. That's why I was telling people, like, man, all I know is, man, I'm like, can you imagine Gary going in there with Ray Vargas with one arm? That shit would have been bad.
El cervecero, coño!
A polo question right quick. Who's the dude that Mark stretched on the undercard of Pacquiao Ugas?
Oh, Ceja? Julio Ceja?
Oh, yeah, that's who that was. Oh, yeah, he fucked him up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think now the more I think about it, it's probably for Mares Magsayo, bro. That's what makes the most sense. Because he's young.
I want to see Mark versus Brandon Figueroa. I got Mark winning that shit. Because if you look at Ceja versus Brandon.
Wait, you said Brandon Figueroa, bro?
Oh my God!
I got Mark. I got Mark.
I'm gonna tell you what, Mark don't throw enough, bro. Mark doesn't throw enough. He has power, but he don't throw enough.
Brandon is huge.
Bro. Brandon got a job with Sega, and we seen what Sega's next fight with Mark was. Like, I'm telling you, Mark's nice with it. Mark will beat Brandon Figueroa, and I stand on that.
Wow. I don't know. Yo, look, I'm not going to doubt Polo because he did say Zhang was going to put the beats. He was one of the only people that was saying that shit. Him and Lucia. Shout out to Lucia. They both said that shit.
I still can't believe my eyes after that fight.
Bro, I can't believe that.
Man. He was
but Eson, anybody that has a lot of consonants in their name, Eson liked them. Like if you got H's and shit and K's and anybody with a lot of consonants, Eson let their ass. If you got them K's and them X's and them P's, Eson let them guys.
Hey, now let me say something about Filip Hrgović. Why choose Ronnie Shields to run your fucking corner?
I don't know.
Why? Why?
Because Ronnie Shields is known to improve fighters' skill.
No, I talked about Navarrete last fight, my God. Yo dije que, para mí, he was down on the cards, but his power saved him because Baez was getting in his motherfucking ass, bro.
Baez was putting up a fight. He was.
Yo, but Navarrete was the layout, bro. And people like try to act like Baez, it was a good fight for Ali, but it's not a good fight for Navarrete. You see the double standards. Now,
Let me say this.
Barrios
He
was
better
good
not.
in
Mira. He wants to fight Oscar, bro. And he needs to look fucking better than that if he want to fight Oscar, bro. That's what, because Oscar, he'll punch the shit out of him, bro.
I'd love to see Navarrete fight Lara if Lara beats Wood, which I believe he will.
They friends, so I don't know if they'll fight. But the two
All
names,
their friends. Okay.
the two names that Navarrete said after the Baez fight, was he's open to Shakur, but he wants Oscar Valdez. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the Valdez fight, bro.
That's a fight. Oh yeah, that's a
I like
war.
that fight.
That's a more entertaining fight.
If Navarrete is healthier, you know, more active, because I think he's gonna unify with Lopez. I don't know why people aren't seeing that. Like, I think he's gonna unify with Lopez.
That's why I fuck with Polo, bro. You right.
People forget Lopez. Like, bro, Lopez is in the same division as him, and he's about
He's going to take that IBF. He's going to take that IBF from Josh, take it back to top rank, then unify with con este tipo. Lopez, look, Lopez don't beat Navarrete, bro. No.
You think so?
No.
But it'll be an entertaining fight for as long as it lasts.
It'll be a great fight, but he won't beat Navarrete, bro. No.
I know. I picked Navarrete, but I'm saying we want to get unifications, and then I want to see Navarrete move up first, unify, get like maybe have like 2 more fights, and then move up, have like a stay busy fight. But there's this other kid that's at 130 that I don't know if you've seen. Age is a big fan of. His name is Rocky. He's the one that fought on the DAZN Mexico show.
Oh yeah. We what's his full name? Polo. I saw it.
Eduardo Hernandez. Eduardo Hernandez. I want to see him versus Oscar Valdez. Did you check him out, Julius? You seen him?
Bro, he's not gonna. Pero con tú diciendo eso, ¿verdad? Que él está en un DAZN show. Ya ahí tú ves que él no va a pelear con Oscar.
No, he's not. He's not with Matchroom. He's with Feral Box, but he just fights on like whatever network. But I guess he's been fighting on DAZN a lot. So I'm saying he could fight Valdez because he's one of his stablemates is Jesse Magdaleno. Remember him? He knocked out. He's on Nonito. Yeah, he's on the same. So I can see Valdez versus him.
Magdaleno's fighting Robesi Ramirez.
For all this talk that Navarrete is gonna stay at Feather. Eso fue Navarrete que mencionó Shakur Stevenson y Oscar Valdez. That was him that mentioned them. So that tells me that they must want him to move up. Because he mentioned him.
He also said he was going to stay down, though. Remember, he said in the interview, I'm going to be at Featherweight, but I would be open to. So I think he's going to unify and then
I'd rather see him unified and move up. I would rather see that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Valdez fight Rocky Hernandez, and then the winner fight Navarrete. Like, Rocky Hernandez can punch. I don't know if you seen him, Julius?
I haven't seen him.
Polo, that was an upset, right? How he stopped that guy in the first round.
Yeah. That was supposed to be competitive. That dude.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to say this real quick. We already know Inoue is going to destroy Butler.
Oh God.
So
yeah.
All right, Pete.
Finally, he's going to get a chance at undisputed.
Hold on. Yeah. You know what? We are going to get Inoue versus Stephen Fulton. Watch.
No,
I doubt it.
No. I don't think so, man.
I don't think so. Let me tell you why.
As long as he's a PBC fighter.
Let me tell you why.
When
Inoue beats Butler, he's going to get the WBO. And what the WBO always does, especially when a guy becomes undisputed, they make him the mandatory for the champion upstairs. Remember, Crawford moved up, WBO mandatory. Usyk moved up, WBO mandatory. All Inoue got to do to corner Stephen Fulton and find out what's what is beat Butler. And we all know he's going to.
Here might be the problem, though. Here might be the problem, though.
That is going to be one hell of a fight, and I'm going with the new one.
Well, I don't know. But if Fulton decides to dick the belt, then we won't get that fight. You never know. I never put it past PBC guys.
Yo, I don't think so.
Question I got for y'all: do y'all think that Steven really want to fight him?
I don't know.
I think it's Steven's best chance of getting some decent money.
But he has to go to Japan.
Yeah, he can't. It can't happen in the States. He ain't gonna do it in the States.
I think Steven might want to fight him, but it's PBC, so what if they don't let him?
You
never know.
So if he doesn't fight him, so JBN, if he doesn't fight him, what do you see? Do you think he will vacate?
No, he's gonna
I
stay
feel
up.
like there's a big chance that he will vacate
I
because
doubt
PBC,
that.
bro, PBC.
I
Man,
doubt that.
They fuck
I doubt
everything up.
that.
Country,
Julius.
do you think he'll vacate?
Hell no. I think he's gonna fight Inoue.
Polo, you think he'll fight or vacate?
No, I don't think he'll end up fighting him due to politics reason, man. They're not gonna let him go to Japan, and they're gonna want that fight in the States. I don't think it happens. He stays, but they have his opponents lined up. If you pay attention to like the guys that have been fighting in final eliminators, they got his opponents already lined up until the wait.
Pero let me say this: he's the one that keeps talking about Inoue. He's been talking about Inoue for 2 years now.
How many PBC fighters clout?
Remember, Jules, you coined this.
Clout.
You coined this own word, man. It's advertising by name association.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, in other words, the demand that there is, right? Because you keep talking about this low ass man, right? The only reason people attach your name to his is because you did that. So if you vacate and you don't fucking fight him, what's people gonna say?
I'm concerned if he's just clout chasing or if he was riding Inoue's wave.
My fear for Fulton, my regret for Fulton is I kind of wish he went undisputed before Inoue moved up, but shit happens.
We can't blame him for that.
I know.
You know what I think?
It wasn't on him, but shit happens.
What I think they might do? Fulton might vacate the WBO, keep his one belt. I'm pretty sure Inoue might fight MJ, and then he's gonna try to overprice himself because he's gonna have the last belt like Caleb Blant did.
No necesita esto, JBN. Eso fue lo que yo dije. Que to me, Inoue would sooner move up and end up fighting MJ because MJ is not going to fight fucking this guy, bro. Like, it's not going to happen. They already had 2 years to do that fight, and they didn't do the fucking fight, so they're not about to do it. To me, you could sooner make Inoue versus Akhmadaliev than Inoue versus Fulton because, honestly, I would like to give Stefan the benefit of the doubt. He's all right, but come on, bro. Like you know,
it's his handlers I don't trust.
Yeah, like know.
It's the handlers.
It's the PBC,
Jules, what you eating?
Cheese sandwich.
Cheese sandwich.
No, I'm an old school fat, bro.
Hey, do they make good tacos in New York, bro?
I'm not in New York. I haven't lived in New York for close to 10 years. I moved a long time ago.
Tacos in New York? Like
no.
Mexican tacos? No.
Honest to God, no.
Hey, they make mofongo. They make mofongo,
pero if you're looking for I'm just telling you, when I was there, I usually went to Italian places, a few Spanish places, but they would make Dominican food. If you want good Mexican food, all I'm gonna say is I wouldn't know where in New York to get it. I wouldn't know. But yeah, like back to Fulton. Look, you created that demand. And it's the same shit. When people start talking about Inoue and he's pound for pound, ahí viene este tipo hablando me. Oh, I want Inoue. Okay, he's coming for you. You know that, right? He's coming for you. So when the time, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You don't be making big money over here. You not, and I'm not trying to knock him, but just we know this. Stephen Fulton is not no big money fighter in America.
Leo's in the chat, man. Throw him a link.
I have a feeling.
I feel like if he wanted to, he would fight MJ to ask for the highest purse he can. Because if he was undisputed, he could demand for some money from Inoue.
Yeah.
My gut tells me that the PBC will have Stephen Fulton fight somebody at featherweight.
Yeah, they'll move him up.
Yeah,
they'll move him up.
That's the standard practice. They move up fighters from lower weights.
Because if you think about it, right? We know he's not going to fight MJ. That's not going to happen. When has Showtime? This is the shit that never gets said. Did Showtime send MJ an offer?
No.
Nope.
You know what I noticed, Jules? You know what I noticed, especially with a lot of people say they'll send their C-level fighters that they don't.
Lo que no sirven.
But they won't send the big ones. And other companies, they
won't send the champions. They won't send champs and nothing like that.
Yep. They'll send And
this is the thing. I know that most promotional outfits, most of them don't do that. My thing is this. Y'all always talking about somebody. You talking about Inoue. You talking about Undisputed, right? Other people, they already know what it is. But you said, I want MJ. what the fuck is your team doing to get him?
Well, Tank has been wanting fucking Loma and Haney and Tio and everyone since the dawn of time when dinosaurs roamed the land and we were still a primordial sloop.
Man, he don't want everybody knows. Everybody knows. He don't want that Loma. He don't want Loma. He's terrified of Loma. When they were gonna make the fight, you seen how he was acting. He don't fight for
Tank has been Tank has been calling out these fuckers since when we first discovered how to use the stones back in the Neolithic, man.
But Julius, we all know that.
That's the
thing. They talk about it, but they don't be
about it. One at a time,
it.
fellas. Everybody already know there's no point in talking about Tank and these people. There just isn't. Like, bro, I don't even do it. Like, for what, bro? I know Tank not gonna fight none of these people. So,
it's
pointless. But Haney is entertaining that though. He should have just said what Shakur said. Yo, man, ask this guy about me. You know, don't be asking me about him.
Well, here's the thing. I kind of apply this to most PBC fighters because real talk, most of the PBC fighters nowadays, man, they just say shit, but they don't mean it.
Yeah.
No. That's they talk about it.
I call it the Tank syndrome, man. The stank syndrome.
No, real shit. It's real shit. I'm about to get you on, Martin. Let me post the link because Isan is not talking. So I just cleared it out. So click the link, bro. Yeah, what I'm saying is there's certain shit that we know. Like I knew the whole time when I was giving him the benefit of the doubt with Stephen Fulton. And look, I'm not gonna blame you because I know it's bigger than you. But you the one that keep talking about these people. You don't want to keep talking about Inoue. And even before that, MJ didn't all of a sudden have 2 belts. He's had those 2 belts for at least 2.5 years now. In them 2.5 years, what did you do to get him in the ring? What did you do? Nothing.
Damn, he's been unified since pre-COVID.
That's what I'm telling you. That it's not that it's capped, bro. All that shit is capped. They're like, fam, that man won them belts damn near 3 years ago. In 3 years, what have you done to get him in the ring?
Well, it's the same thing with
nothing.
It's the same thing with AJ and Wilder. You know, I mean, Wilder was calling out AJ for years, and he didn't get that.
But then when he was sent an offer several times, he turned it down.
Yeah, he turned down that 120 million. I mean,
yeah, I know.
And if anything, it's stifling MJ's career.
And then everybody on fucking Twitter starts acting retarded. Before I pass it to Martin, everybody on Twitter starts acting retarded like they don't fuck. Oh, Fulton to beat the shit. Yeah, they gotta fucking fight for that to happen. And you know in here and up here, you're not gonna fight, bro. And then it's just gonna be this fucking dumbass argument till the end of time. Go ahead, Martin.
Yes, I agree so much. Just one thing, I'm a big fan of UJ. You know, sip your coffee. I see you. You got a new coffee cup. You know,
appreciate that.
But then again, man, like I said, a couple questions you answered for me. I'm a big fan of boxing, but Fulton finna get knocked down by Inoue, dude.
Oh no! I mean, look. Let's talk about the fight, Martin. Let's talk about the fight. See, this
in my opinion.
No. Wait a minute. This is the thing that makes me want the fight, right?
Yeah, everybody in this panel does.
Stefan is completely defensively minded. Ivo says it all the time. This guy is never on his front foot. He is always on his back foot, or he is always moving lateral. He never really comes forward like that, not that much. So I feel like Inoue, he's not a pressure guy. Like if you notice, like he don't just throw and throw and throw and throw. He looked for the punch to throw. So against a defensive guy, I could see you have to work for it with him. But I don't spend a lot of time talking about it because I, like many of you, I'm not expecting that fight to happen, bro. I'm not. They gonna fuck it up. It's not gonna happen. Now, the fight we need to talk about is Inoue versus Akhmadaliev because I believe that can happen.
You think so?
So he has to move to Matchroom?
No, if they do it in Japan, nobody has to move shit because it won't be a top ranked show and it won't be a Matchroom show. And
it'll be Akihiko.
How about in the middle? Go to Saudi Arabia.
No, posiblemente, mira, déjame decirte algo. They're gonna do more shows in Saudi Arabia, Martin. Like that's a guarantee.
Yeah, the Saudis will pump it into it.
Hey, el Matchroom ganó el hoyo. Ganando peleas en Saudi Arabia.
Vivo y Zerto, eso va a ser Saudi Arabia.
Claro, te digo.
¿Cuánto tú crees que va a ganar por eso, bro?
Ellos van a hacer un series de shows. They haven't announced it yet, ¿me entiendes? Pero if you follow un chic de allá on Instagram, right? He's there with Frank Smith shaking hands. They're going to do a whole series of shows over there. So you could probably do Akhmadaliev versus Inoue in Saudi Arabia. Posiblemente for the brand, yeah, possibly. You never know.
That fight's gonna be for 3
That's a
belts
good ass
that
fucking
happens.
fight, dude.
Yo, I was gonna ask you, do you know if Lawrence Okoli has left Matchroom officially yet?
Not yet, but he left the management company. He left 258. El se va. He's leaving, bro. He's leaving.
Do you think Eddie will just? Do you think Eddie will just release him and let him go without that last fight?
I think he should, bro. Like if you know he's going to look, JJ, put it this way.
Yeah, I'm
Jay,
listening.
I'm listening. Put it this way. If you know the dude going to leave after his next fight, what I would say is, well, I don't want to spend money on your next fucking fight. So go ahead, bro. Get out of here.
Best of luck to you. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to spend that bread. Because I don't want to.
You're already making derogatory comments about me anyway, so it's like, what you
well, not even because of that, but it's more like, okay, why am I gonna put money promoting your show and promoting your fight just for you to leave afterwards? You might as well just go then, bro. I'll release you. Do you want to go to Sky now? Go get out of here, bro.
Exactly.
It's cool.
Jules, I got a question for you. Do you think that Inoue would end up fighting Brandon Figueroa?
No. Absolutely
not. I have some doubts.
He's still like, because Brandon's
way too damn big. Brandon's way too big.
What are y'all seeing, Brandon? Like, I like Brandon.
Tú sabes lo que es con Brandon. Es que él es grandecito and he throws a lot of punches. So it's like, yeah, it could be entertaining because he's big.
He gave Fulton all he can handle, man. Let's not lie.
Pero también el mismo lío con Brandon. Eso el mismo lío con Stephen Fulton, bro. He's a PBC guy, so come on.
Listen, the only guy I could see at 126 Inoue beating is Leo. He's not beating Navarrete. He's not beating Ray. It's just,
bro, él no va para el 126. That shit is not about to happen, bro. Wait, you talking about Brandon? Wait, Polo, you talking about Brandon?
No, I'm talking about Inoue. I said the only
guy. Él no va para allá, manina. No,
Polo,
too much, man.
Polo, let me ask you something. Who do you have in the Figueroa Fulton fight?
I think what'd you say, bro?
Would you have winning Fulton Figueroa?
I thought I had money on Fulton, but I thought Brandon edged it out, bro. Because
I picked Fulton, but I'm gonna be real with you. I picked Fulton on points, but when the fight was over, even though low key I got it right, I did not really feel that he deserved it, but I was okay because I picked him. But I'm like,
same. I watched it. I thought Fulton did enough just to edge it, but I'd like to watch it again though. I mean,
I think they should have a rematch.
If
it's at 126, bro. If it's at 126, oh man, Brandon has.
Bro, his sister should be the ring girl, bro.
Hell to the yeah.
Ring girl, bro.
I thought he was gonna like beat him pretty easy because like I saw how Brandon because with Neri he was losing the fight. With Sega he had a draw. It's like, and I like what I saw from Fulton. So that's why I was like, no, this is gonna be
Fulton all he can handle. He really did.
That's a good point. That's a good point that Khalid raised. Khalid said, yo, listen. Khalid said Akhmadaliev is still an undercard fighter. So I agree. He is. He is. He's not a headliner, bro. He's not no headliner.
Wow.
So they need to send him out. Fuck it. Because the other thing is, what does Matchroom have for MJ anyway? You know what I mean? Like, they don't have nothing for him to do. So if you could get an Inoue fight, yeah, fuck it. Go do it, bro.
Hey, Jules.
Oh, he's still got to fight Crazy Abe. He still has
Frank
to fight
asked why Figueroa and Fulton didn't rematch.
Didn't Brandon move up?
He did. He moved up.
Yeah, he moved. So basically, what was gonna happen from what I got, I guess he was already planning to move up. If he would have won, he would have vacated the belt. What I think PBC put it safe because if you look at the rankings, they could potentially, fighters from other networks or fighters that would have gotten a hold of those belts. Like, I think that's why. So I think they played it safe, but he was already gonna move up. That's why.
Yeah. Like the reason they didn't do the rematch was because Brandon was already planning on moving up, and he did move up. So it's like maybe there'll be a rematch at 126. Because like I said, bro, I don't think that Stephen is gonna fight him. I think it's gonna be some bullshit. Y ellos lo saben porque ellos saben que mira, ponlo tú. Inoue is a top rank fighter in America. Who's always had a way with top rank? I mean, with the WBO.
Top rank.
Bingo.
Uncle
Bingo.
Bobby.
Y ya se sabe la ley que the WBO has that if you become undisputed, you can move up in weight and be the mandatory for the champion upstairs. The same as Crawford with Horn and the same as Usyk with Joshua. Ellos saben, and I'm pretty sure they already planning to like, yo, bro, we gonna move you up to 2-6, and he'll probably fight like fucking Mark McSayo or somebody like that. Quien sabe?
I don't think he's gonna fight Ray, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. They're not gonna fight Ray. It's hard to like.
They're not gonna fight Ray. They're not gonna fight Ray, but maybe he'll fight Abner Mares. Maybe he'll fight Abner Mares.
I can see that. They're gonna try to see what Ray has. Bro, that's a big ass motherfucker with the reach.
Bro, like, Ray is gonna outpoint Leo, bro. He's gonna outpoint that dude. That's what happened in that fight. Let me say this now, and I'm just being unbiased. If Ray wins, he's in the conversation for pound.
Oh, I agree. Definitely. Yes.
Bro, he was a champion. Listen, he was a champion at 122 for a long time, bro. Don't forget this is his second.
Is he undefeated? Exactly. Is he undefeated? He's undefeated, right?
He's undefeated, yeah.
Yes.
Polo, who he got the WBC from at 2-2? Who he got that shit from?
He got it from McDonald, the same guy that knocked out Wood. He got it from the Jet Fighter.
Jamie McDonald.
I think so. He knocked out Wood. He got it from him.
Wait, what's been knocked
out? So if he beats, because I'm trying to do the head count. If he beats Leo, that's 3 champions that he beat. Because he beat McSayo, he beat the dude at 122, and then if he beats Leo, that's 3. Yeah, he's in the conversation, bro.
Who would you drop on your list?
He's a unified champion.
Who I would have to drop is Devin. Yeah, but that's a long time from now.
Unfortunate.
Devin got to go.
That's a long time from now, but it's because remember, even though Devin is undisputed, and I'm following my own rules, that if you beat a guy that was on the list, you get a spot. You already at the bottom, bro, because everybody already beat more champions than you, and everybody been a champion at more weights than you. So your argument is already type weak. If we talking about a dude that he a 2-division champion that beat 3 champions and he unified, his argument is stronger than yours. All you did was beat George.
Hey, Jules, man, you better be careful, Jules, man. He might blast your fucking pound for pound.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, IQ. When is that fight again? The Leo versus Vargas.
That they haven't announced it yet.
November. They said November.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Leo.
Is Ray Vargas still with Nacho over his time?
Yeah,
he's still with Nacho. He's still
with
Nacho.
He's with Nacho. Yep.
Damn, how fucking old is Nacho, bro? That motherfucker
like 82?
1,000.
He's almost as old as Ortiz.
Ortiz knew him as a little kid, right?
Him and Nacho and Freddie Roach got a good rival going, though.
By the way, Jules, I'm sure you probably don't give a shit, but if Leo, when Leo loses to Ray, what does he do next?
I don't know, bro. De verdad. I don't really know. Where the fuck does? I mean, he could go to 30, but they'll beat the shit out of him up there, bro.
He'll get knocked out again if he goes.
Can I ask you a better question, Jules? If you don't mind me asking, what happens to Andrade if he loses to Parker? What is left for Andrade?
Yo, listen,
he's never getting Canelo.
Listen, bro, I don't.
Payday.
Yo, I don't know. Because nobody wants him, bro. So where the fuck he gonna go?
I posted this in the comments, like on your last video and in the live chat right now. Heaven forbid Andrade loses. No one gave a fuck about him when he was undefeated with a belt. Who's gonna give a fuck about him now that he's lost to Parker 168? What's he gonna go back down and maybe try to argue that? Oh, Yanni bet, let's get the fight going.
Polo, go in your crystal ball, bro. Because I got bad vibes about Zach Parker, bro. I got bad, I don't know why motherfuckers sleeping on him, but I feel like he getting slept on, and he might win that fight.
He is the naturally bigger dude.
I have a feeling that Parker.
Well, remember, Andrade did kind of duck Parker originally back in the spring, right? I mean, he was supposed to fight him, and he went out of that with that injury, and then he never rescheduled the fight until now.
Look, they ordered it, so this is different. They ordered it yesterday, so they have to do it now. They have to. So
does he do it now?
I mean, does he have a choice?
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice now.
Andre doesn't have the luxury of time. He's old as shit.
Julius, if Demetrius Andre loses, he'll be on Showbox fighting for Demetrius on the show.
Wait, fellas, one second.
What's up, country?
Nah, he'll go to Pro Bellum, bro. He'll go to Portobello.
Bro, they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
let
what
him talk
people
like
go to
this.
die.
Let me say something, man. Let me say something real quick. A lot of the governing bodies have ordered fights, and people have ignored them.
But he can't ignore this, bro. He doesn't have nowhere to go. He already vacated the WBO. He already,
bro. He's gonna say it's money. Like I think he'll fight him. Not because, but I think if the money's not right, he'll just be like, whatever. I'll go to another organization. I have seen fighters in boxing where they'll make a belt and just go through like the WBA or IBF or try to see like what's up. But he might
listen,
say
it's locked. Listen, who mic is that? Listen, it's locked up, bro. It's locked up because I know he don't want to fight no fucking David Morrell via the WBA. No, verdad. He don't want to fight him. Benavidez is gonna fight. Benavidez is gonna fight the winner of Durrell versus Plant. Yes, it's sabe because that's a WBC eliminator. Then look at the IBF. Okay, who would he have to fight by way of the IBF to become mandatory with them?
Well, he would have to fight like someone ranked, so he would have to. Because the good thing is, Demetrius Leah actually has smoke from at 168, so he would have to fight like a Vladimir Shishka or like what's that other dude's name?
Okay, ponlo tú. Does he make the fight con Vlad? Does he make the money con Vladimir Shishka? Does he make the same money?
Vladimir Shishka Bob.
Because he could probably get more money fighting Zach Parker than fighting Vladimir Shishka.
Bro, there's like 15 people in all of America that know who Vladimir Shishka is.
You know what, Jules, can I bring up a point right quick? I think being at the PBC is pretty beneficial because, like, and let me explain why. Because
Mike is that?
Who's that?
What the hell is that? Was somebody farting?
No. So someone got the sippy cup, man.
Who's doing that? Come on, man, check your shit, man. Like, all right,
mute your mic.
Anyways, I was saying, so like, I think being at the PBC is beneficial because, like, I think, all right, who?
Not me.
Bro, I feel like it's Leo, man.
Who's doing that shit?
Leo shit is muted.
He just muted. Come on now.
I'm muting my shit. It's not me.
All right, so I was saying, so
yo.
All right, let me get this out before I forget. All right, so I think being at the PBC is beneficial because, like, that's the who the
yo, what are y'all doing,
yo? What the fuck is going on,
I'm just gonna say it. All right, like, I think being at the PBC is beneficial because, like, out of nowhere, that's the only outfit you could be at where you come off a knockout loss. Then your next fight is a final eliminator/eliminator or some shit.
Pay-per-view, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Jules, why was coming off a 2 knockout loss?
Yo, to be honest, I don't know if PBC wants him, bro. You heard Espinosa. You heard
they don't. You was there when I talked to Samson, right, Polo, on the Spaces? Yeah. They don't want Andrade, bro. Like, they don't want that dude, bro.
Jules, there's one more thing I got to say before I leave. There's one thing I got to tell you before I leave. The name's Tyson. It rhymes with bison. And everyone's going to be hurting all too soon on WWE Live.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, my God.
Samson. Yo, Julius, Samson is a funny guy to speak to, man. The way he was like, if you walk in the street,
because he think we're stupid, bro. Like, he think we dumb, like we not gonna see through the bullshit. Like, fam, look. At the end, I would not even blame Andrade for this. If you fighting in a Benavidez fight, it should at least be 7 figures. It should be. It should be 7 figures. And I'm not talking about the high end of 7 figures, but for a 2-division unbeaten champion to fight Benavidez, yeah, he should get at least $1 million for that. And we know you're not going to give him that. That's why I think the Morrell fight didn't happen. Morrell probably thought, oh, we going to get money fighting Benavidez. No, you not. You two going to get that David Lemieux money, bro. That's what got for you.
Let me say this.
Anyway, how much did he get Lemieux? Anybody know?
He didn't get $1 million. I know that. Go ahead, Leo.
Okay, let me say this. I saw your video about Andrade moving up to 168 to super middleweight for the chance to become a 3 divisions world champion. I think you're being too polite.
Why?
Let's say how it is.
Uh-oh.
This is the chance for Andrade to get the Canelo money, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah. Now, for me, Andrade is a guy that's just looking for a payday at this point.
Leo,
for me.
déjame decirte esto.
Wait.
Espera. Esto es lo que yo estoy diciendo. I don't think Eddie Hearn wants to put Canelo in there with Bivol otra vez. I don't think he does. So if I'm Eddie Hearn y yo veo que Andrade is WBO interim, let's make that fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's smart.
Let me finish my point. Do you think a guy that's just looking for a payday, do you think that kind of guy is the guy that is gonna feel? Is the guy that goes to a Zach Parker and defeats him?
No. No. That's why I said he might lose.
Hey, Julius, I got a scenario for you. You might laugh at this. Like this is just a hypothetical. Would this be petty? And this would be so petty. Like,
is that Andre?
This would get.
Is Andre here?
This would get.
I think Andre's around, bro.
Yo. This would be.
What the hell is that?
This would be a serve. What is that, man?
What is that?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to listen. So, like, say in a perfect world, like not a perfect world, but say like, we're just saying what if, and Canelo does this, man, a certain, fan base is gonna be mad. Say like, people goes in there with Zurdo, and he gets like, it's a war, he gets beat bad, and then Canelo rematches him and says, I told you I would rematch him. I didn't say for a belt.
No, I mean,
would that be petty?
No, that would be petty, but I don't think Canelo would do that, though. I don't think he would do that. By me, I think Canelo might think about staying at 68. 75 is dangerous. It just doesn't make sense, especially in a scenario where Bivol gets beat. Bro, you don't even have a belt anymore. Fuck that shit. If it's me, why wouldn't he fight Zach Parker if he beats Andrade?
That's true. And I have another question to you. Could you see
I have a question.
scenario?
That's a good UK fight.
And he said he wants to fight in the UK. He said that this year he wants to fight in the UK.
By the way, Jules, what's his next? But 1 second, Paul. Let me ask this. What's Canelo's next mandatory? Because he already satisfied the WBC. So what's the next one in line that he has to satisfy?
Because it's the order of the belts in the order that he won them. So
right,
really, it should be the WBA because that was the second belt that he won.
Yeah,
right. That was the second belt that he won.
Matter of fact, he beat Callum and got the vacant WBC at the same time.
Yes.
So
but he fought Gildrum. So technically,
but that was for the BC though. That was for the BC.
Didn't they consider Caleb playing? WBA would be next. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And BO would be next. IBF would be last because that's the last one that he won.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Hey, didn't they consider Caleb Plant as a mandatory or some shit like that? Wasn't the WBO?
No, the WBO. But here's the thing.
You're right. They said that shit that the WBO said that he doesn't owe them a mandatory 18 months from the Plant fight.
Oh wow! Also, WBO they count unifications as mandatory defense.
It's like, come on, like
they've been doing that.
That's not new. Like. That's not new. That's not some new shit they invented. Like, they've been doing that. The main thing is this. Look, all bullshit aside, if you Canelo or Eddie Hearn, what is the point in going back to 75? Especially in a scenario like Polo's scenario where potentially Zurdo beats him. Zurdo gonna start calling you out. You know that. You know that, right, Polo?
Zurdo's being fucking big, bro. The Mexican pride, you're gonna have to answer that call.
That's gonna be the Mexican fight of all Mexican fights in the history of Mexican fights, bro. That's gonna
be. Say he won't fight another Mexican.
He gonna have to, Martin.
Too big,
bro, de verdad. Si los mexicanos start pressuring him, you don't think he'll fight him?
He'll take it.
I mean, what made me laugh.
He'll call the shot.
See, he'll call the shots, but he has to fight him, bro. His fans son los mexicanos, and if they turn to get like, mira, Canelo, you gotta fucking fight this guy, bro. You can't fucking.
I wouldn't say that because he went up. Listen, the thing is, people would actually fight, but then look at the scenario like the way.
Julius,
what I was gonna ask
what he would have to do,
bro. That is a pay-per-view, bro.
Julius, I was about to ask you. Could you see
pesos?
Julius, could you see better beef in a situation like Josh Taylor? Like, say, one Smith is already the mandatory until he gets called. Boati beats Pascal. he might, stake another fighter he has at 175. Did you see a potential?
Se está poniendo viejo, manín. They was taking cartilage out his fucking knee, bro.
Bro,
Ese tipo
could you
se
see?
está poniendo viejo.
Could you see a potential that Eddie Hearn outbids Arum and then he drops the belts? Because I have a feeling we're gonna see a Josh Taylor situation where he starts dropping.
Callum Smith, bro. Callum Smith, WBC. He's the mandatory. They don't
have a question.
Bob don't want to deal with that bullshit, bro. He'll be like, "Look, take the fucking belt, bro. Leave us alone. Take it."
Ring.
Canelo, stay away from 75.
He better not listen to Bob though, bro, because he knows he's old. Better Reeve knows he's old. So like, what else is he gonna do?
He'll probably move up, man. I mean,
he better ditch Bob.
Look. Si Bibo le gana a Zerto, the situation is kind of like, do you really want to go back to 75 for this guy? He's gonna beat you again. No, stay at 68 and fight the winner of Parker versus Andrade. But si gana zurdo, bro, that's a fucking mega fight, bro. Tú lo sabes. That's a fucking mega fight, bro.
If Andrade wins, they do it in the US. Then if Parker wins, they do it in the UK.
Exactly. I have a question, though. How would you see a Canelo Boazzi fight? Say Boazzi gets a hold of the IBF. You don't think that's an interesting fact? What up?
Bro, you telling me Canelo don't knock that man? That man don't throw. He don't throw punches. He wait and he'll look and then look again and then I'm gonna look. And then
he might even nod his head.
The other thing is, look, I'm just being real. I don't know. I have to see. I don't know that Buatsi's gonna beat Pascal because Pascal's
he's stopping him.
He beat Meng Feng Guevo Long.
Undefeated Meng Feng Long.
Guevo Long.
And Battle Jack.
And Marcus Brown.
But that's what he was. That's what he was on that year.
The only dude that ever stopped Pascal was fucking Kovalev, bro.
And those were like TK. Those were actual knockouts.
That's the other shit. He never cold slept them. Those was like stoppages and shit.
TKOs and stop the corner stoppages. Yeah. So this dude
was struggling. This dude was struggling with Ricard Bolotniks, fam.
He stopped him, didn't he?
He did, but he was struggling.
I'm gonna tell you right now. He's gonna stop Boazzi. Watch. I'm a fan.
You think he's gonna stop Pascal?
He's gonna stop Pascal. Watch. He's gonna retire Pascal.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that shit. I gotta see that shit.
Hey,
I'm not gonna doubt him because, like I said, he did say Zhilei Zhang was gonna put the pause on Hrgovic, and he was right. So I don't know.
Who said that, Pascal?
Polo, you got Julius Gunshot, man.
Pascal's pushing 40. He'll be 40 this year.
Yeah,
that age could creep up on you at any time.
And Meng dropped Pascal. If you saw that fight was very competitive. It's just Pascal won it based on the, it was a.
Pero tú no ves cómo ese tipo se pone when they touch him. I don't like how Buatsi look when he get hit, bro. He get like he got that fucking berlanga like that. He gets stunned. Like he has to regroup. I don't like that shit, bro.
I think he has the best chin. I really don't.
And I don't think he has the best gas tank either.
Edgar Berlanga is the next.
You know what? I mean, Josie. You know what? I like to see him rematch Craig Richards and see what happens.
Nah, really? If we talking about wish list shit, my wish list is Buatsi versus Yard. Then let the winner fight a former champion. If we gonna wish. Yeah. I would prefer that.
But Yard turned it down, though. Yard didn't want it. Remember, they offered it to him, and he said, I'll sit out.
Didn't they offer him £1 million to take the fight? He didn't do it.
I know. The other dumb shit is now because of that, Yard probably not going to fight at all this year, bro.
Yep. Then when you fight better, be one of two things will happen. You'll either get brutally beat up and knocked out, or you'll land a lucky punch and knock Artur out. That's it.
Man. Basics. He's gonna get knocked out. I mean, he got knocked out by Kovalev's jab, dude. I mean,
that's what's
tired though. He gassed.
But see, that's what's saving Artur. That even though he's coming off a minor surgery, this dude hasn't fought in a year. Like by the time they do fight, if they end up fighting next year, Yard hasn't fought this whole year, bro. And say Julio.
They better get that guy a fight, bro, because
y'all better start respecting.
He's too young. He's too young.
Man, I'm not fighting for this Edgar slander, man. That's gonna be the greatest Puerto Rican fighter of this era, man.
Bro, that's the worst. Yeah, can I be honest? Edgar Berlanga is literally listen. He's literally the worst Puerto Rican fighter I ever saw, bro. I'm not even playing. I've never seen nobody worse than that dude, bro.
Hey,
I said Jules, did you see Miguel Cotto's reaction when he was asked about Edgar Berlanga?
What he supposed to say, bro? What he gonna say? What the fuck? Yo, you know he left? Remember? He left, bro. Listen.
What did he say? Because I didn't see the video.
They had Miguel Cotto at Edgar Berlanga's last fight, right? And they gave him like a commemorative plaque. Before the fight was over, he left, bro. Like, oh, fuck this shit. I know
he left. Hey, he was supposed to give the winner a trophy. He left.
Disappointed. It's like this who the next this the dude is supposed to take my mantle? Like,
do I look like a middleweight Jew? No. No, bro. Do I look like a middleweight Jew?
Julius.
That was Jules. What
Prodigy Vargas. Josue Prodigy Vargas, the best 140 on the planet. Josue. The Prodigy Vargas.
Dude.
Nah, you right. Polo, you right. That is literally the best Puerto Rican fighter that I ever saw.
Y'all wrong.
Hey, he was with Mayweather Promotions, remember?
Oh shit, bro! Yo, I still can't believe that knocked him out, bro.
Dude, Jules, when I saw that shit live, like I was at work, right? I had to juggle the Boots and his card against Delorme in that one, right? I think that one came on. Well, thankfully Boots they both ended early, and it's like. Bro, I'm at work. Like I laughed so fucking hard. My coworkers were like, "Are you all right?"
Bro, because when he get knocked out, he looked like a Street Fighter character. Like
didn't he get like beat up in the corner?
Yeah, by a lighter touch. Because look, there's no shame being real. There's no shame in getting beat by a good fighter like Chong. No, there's no shame in that. But they put you in an easy fight after that, and that dude knocked you out
against the journeyman who had 5 losses.
It's over. Like
2 rounds, bro. He's done. It's
a wrap, bro. Like
he had a fight. Hey, Julius, he had a fight between them. He beat the guy, but he didn't look that good. So they
he looked like shit, bro.
He got dropped in that fight like shit. Yeah.
Yo, Julius, you gotta respect Josue Vargas. He was with Mayweather Promotions. He was gonna be the new Miguel Cotto.
Polo. That explains it. That he was with that explains it that you're not really a top ranked fighter. You a top ranked foreign exchange student. You're not a real top ranked fighter.
Hey, no. Julius, I got another one. Hey, Aram said this when he signed Felix Verdejo, Oscar Valdez Lomachenko. He said Verdejo was gonna have a better career. Fast forward 2022.
Well, he didn't know he was gonna kill that girl. He didn't know that.
Damn, Jay, that was out.
Josue Vargas already had 1 loss. Yeah, he was DQ'd early in his career. I don't know what for, but but technically that was like his first official loss. And
no, that was bullshit. I saw the fight. It was the dude basically. Bullshit. He punched him. He turned his back. It was. He shouldn't have. His first official loss was
bullshit. That's why I still called him an unbeaten fighter until Chong. That's all you
gotta know the circumstance. Okay, for sure.
Fucking lost that shit, bro. He done, bro. He done.
No, he's out.
Bro,
he's out.
Chong be ruining careers, bro.
He does.
What he's got.
He ruined Baranchik's career. Just ruined Vargas's career.
Baranchik is not the same, bro. Nope. You see what he looked like Montana Love? He's not the same, bro.
Carlos, he ruined Carlos Diaz's career. He ruined Carlos Diaz's career. He ruined
Listen, Jose Ramirez don't want it, bro. He don't want it with Chong. Por eso fue.
What about Regis?
Yo, Julius.
I'm picking Regis to beat him. I think Regis.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. That's how I see that. But I don't think Ramirez wants Regis neither.
No.
I know he gave him hell in that first fight. A lot of people thought that he lost, then right?
You talking about Chong? Yeah, with Chong, most people think Chong won that fight. My thing is, Jose, you don't have nowhere to go, bro. Either way.
Jules, what about you? Did you see the fight? What you thought?
Nah, I didn't see that fight. I didn't see that fight.
Got it.
It was like Jose needs to move up, bro. He's killing himself to make that way, but there's no fight
to fight who though, bro?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no fight up there. That's why he's
bro.
He's killing himself though, bro.
Cali Mexican says the best Puerto Rican fighter is that coach that punched Juanma Lopez.
Bro, the best Puerto Rican fighter is easily Josue Vargas, hands down.
Hey, the prodigy, Josue.
Bro, Jose
Julius, bro, like the shot of his brother. Y'all, the shot of his brother.
Bro,
after he got knocked out. Oh my God.
Hey Julius, he asked for Cepeda. He said, "I want Cepeda, Bob." Okay, we'll deliver you.
Because he thought it was anybody who saw that war, right? They're telling themselves, "Yo, Chong was just in a war. He got knocked down a couple of times. It looks sweet." And then, he hit him with that one. That's it, bro.
And the backfired.
Hey, what's up with Top Rank though? Top Rank needs to start doing these Puerto Rico. That's they try to do with Navarrete. It's like, bro, how is this the champion? He's going to Kissimmee, Florida.
No, porque mira, la pelea con Navarrete y Pitufo Díaz, that was a great fucking fight, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, that
was a great fucking fight, bro. So it depends. Like, the guy has to be good. Like, yeah, Chong and Vargas was like, that shit ended in a round, but Pitufo Díaz fought his fucking ass off, bro.
I like Pitufo Díaz, man. It's like he comes to the fight, but he just falls short every time against the top guys. He really does.
No, but he got robbed against Dogba. He won that shit though against Dogba.
Yeah, I thought the Dogba fight was quite. You can make an argument.
He didn't look like himself to me in that fight with Dogba. And you, like, for me, I'm not copping out. I'm just saying that when you in a fight like the Navarrete fight, you left something back there, bro. Cause that fight will take shit out of you.
Hey, baby, Jules. Wait, 1 sec. But one thing I like, Shakur easily beat that man. Let that sink in.
Yeah. He did. Yeah.
Jules, this Bugarner fight coming up.
Which one? I mean, look, man, I'm biased, bro. I'm going Baumgartner. It's straight cheese. However she gonna do it. Look, this is the thing. I spoke to her. She's on weight already.
I saw the video. Yeah.
Oh, at least
she's on weight already.
She getting in shape. She in the best shape of her life.
What she doing? So what she's working on now? It's not no fat camp that she trying to get to 30. She at 30. What she working on now is strategy, bro. Like, how she gonna stop this broad? So that to me is very encouraging. Because Michaela is big. Like, you big. You got to cut weight to get down to 30.
Let me ask you this. Then why? Then some of the videos she asked that she was waiting for her. She's gonna take her time, this and that. Why she jumped on this so quick?
Two things. One, the plan was for her to fight that Korean girl. Old Korean homegirl started acting.
She didn't want to fight.
She didn't want to fight. So it's like, okay, well, if that don't work, then fuck it. Let's just go for Michaela. And quiet as kept, the rumor, el chisme, and I heard it more than once. Alicia's getting paid more money for this fight than Michaela.
Ooh.
Wait, really?
Say what?
That's what I was told.
Oh shit.
By the way,
no. She told me the number. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
fair enough.
Based on that number, I believe it. Like, yeah, I could see that. Why? Because you a matchroom fighter. They had to give you something to go to boxer. They had to give you some extra to come over to do that because they know you a matchroom fighter. You don't fight on Sky. You don't fight on boxer. So yeah, I could believe that. Yeah, that's
why I asked. I was like, why are you gonna go? Why are you on? Yeah.
I think I was about to tell you salty about that.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, what do you think of Shields Marshall, man? I like Shields, but it's like, fam, if she loses, I don't want to see an MMA, fam, because I don't know if you've seen that MMA match.
No, yo la vi con la mexicanita esa, la linda with the red. I see, bro. Mira, esto es lo que es. I saw a video of Marshall, right? And this is why I'm like, yo, she stands a chance. Ella estaba haciendo así, coming forward. Bang, así, coming forward, bang. Con yo viendo eso, la estrategia, that's the right strategy. That's what you have to do. You have to get don't box, Clarissa. You have to throw.
Shields has been dropped before too. The thing, I don't know if people realize, she got dropped before already, right?
Yeah, man, she got dropped by Hannah. Yo, look, she got dropped by a girl that was moving up in weight to middleweight.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Shields gets dropped by Marshall, she's gonna have a harder time getting up on that one.
I agree. This is what I like. This is the main thing. Savannah has the power to hurt her. All she has to do is land once, and she'll finish. And that's it. Once she lands, she's gonna hurt her. It's gonna be. It'll be quick. So the main thing for Savannah is don't mind the hand speed. Don't mind the counters. Keep coming forward. Keep throwing. For Clarissa, it's maintain space. Stay behind your jab. Stay behind your jab. If she throws something, get under it, count it, and keep it up. And I have more faith that Savannah can land at least one hard punch than you could keep her off for 10. It's hard to imagine that you're going to keep her off of you for all 10 rounds.
I mean, but Jules, like right quick.
So it can't go all 10, right?
I think for like I'm solidified in my Bumgarner pick because like the way Alicia's been posting, it's like I think she's having a training camp of her life.
Bro, look, she was sparring. She had Bill and Devin helping her. Obviously, she got Tony Harrison helping her. And the main thing that makes it encouraging to me is for Alicia, it's not a fat camp. She already on weight.
Oh, she already looking incredible shape.
She already on weight. Yeah. So whatever she doing now is strategy, is tactics. It's not, oh yeah, I gotta get down to 30. Michaela, you gotta get on weight because you big for 130 and you've been there a long time.
Every training camp is like pretty much fat camp, losing weight, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Is somebody snoring?
Yeah, who is that, man?
I don't know.
Somebody sleep. Is that Napoli? I think that's Napoli.
I think that's Napoli. He sleep. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to sleep too. It's fucking
wait, Jules, before you go, I tagged you in a tweet earlier today. Did you see it?
Later, Jules.
All right, bro. I didn't see it. I'm gonna go look at it, bro. But I'm getting sleepy
have a good
too.
night, fellas. Jules, have a good night. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. I'll holler at y'all.
Jules, you going live tomorrow?
Have a good night, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for Pedraza versus.
What time you gonna be on tomorrow, man?
I'll probably go live 3 fights from the main card. That's
a good card, man. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good card. Yeah, because Shushu gonna be on that shit. Jared Anderson. No, not Shushu. Torres and Anderson is gonna be on that shit.
Oh, Jared Anderson.
Jared Anderson is gonna be on that shit.
Yeah.
What time is the fights though?
Ain't it? It's the same time as always, bro. Like just before. I'll probably go live at 9.
9. Okay.
Okay, so that's about 6 my time.
6 my time. All right, cool.
All right, I'll holler at you.